But Brian, the best story I have about Emmitt Smith and money in a locker room, what makes Emmitt probably, when he thinks back on this story, he'll wish he didn't say it the way he said it. They're coming back. This must have been 93, 94. They're coming back from a win on the team plane. And they had a great rule in that locker room, and Michael Irvin was in charge of it. It was his idea, and maybe it's in every locker room now. And Irvin's deal was, men, boys, let's not talk about anybody's money. Don't tell me about my contract. I won't tell you about your. Let's not talk about it. That's between me, my agent, and my wife, and my God. That's it. Well, they're flying back in the team plane, and James Washington, the good safety for the Cowboys, is in row 7, and he's grousing about money. He wants more money, and by this time he might have been splitting time with Thomas Everett, and he didn't like that very much. And they don't respect me, and they're not paying me enough. And then the words Emmitt Smith's money came out of his mouth.
Ooh.
And maybe this is after Emmitt Smith had signed his, at the time, record deal. Emmitt Smith was in aisle 2, and he had just been handed by the flight attendant Pepsi, because on Jerry's plane you can only have Pepsi. And it was a can of Pepsi, and he hadn't opened it yet. And Emmitt Smith stood up, wheeled around, and I swear to you, took the full can of Pepsi and threw it right at James Washington's face.
Ooh. And
hit him right in the face.
Wow.
From row 2 to row 7.
That'll leave a mark.
Yeah, close enough range to be accurate, but distant enough to put some velocity on it. I mean, we should have thrown more halfback passes around here with that level of accuracy.
Okay.
And that was shut up. James, you forgot. We don't, even when I'm making all my money and you're not making enough, we don't talk about another man's money. And I think Emmitt forgot about that in this mini criticism of Dak Prescott and his contract negotiations.
Yeah, sometimes I think maybe you didn't intend something, but then you say it and you got to think, man, I should have known better to not unintentionally say that, Like, just be a little bit more skillful, a little bit more intentional, a little bit more considerate of the subjects that you're talking about, and maybe you don't make that mistake.
Well, and Gavin, the other place where Emmitt goes wrong here, Emmitt, I believe, and we wrote the story in the Star-Telegram, I want quarterback money. That was our big exclusive. And I believe he wanted $9 million. Well, that was a year. Well, that was 1 year before the cap went into effect, but you were negotiating knowing there was going to be a cap, and teams did so too. The cap ended up being, I think, $35 million. So I'm not very good at percentages, but he wanted $9 million, and the cap is 35.
That's a big ask. That's a good agent.
It's over 25%.
I think Jerry says that's the first rule of negotiation or something. Ask for the money.
Okay, that's right. And, well, so the percentage that Emmitt Smith was asking for is substantially greater than the percentage that Dak Prescott